Alright, so these are the tools that we're gonna be using today. Some of them we got from the stores that only people like the middle class and upper class can buy. Old money and new money, basically. Here we have our worker opening the 4 tubes that we bought from an upper class store, which are filled with gunpowder, which we're gonna be showing later. Right here, he's getting the exact measure for this tube so you can make sure they go well inside of it. So as you can see here, he's cutting the tube into in the measure that he just took. Right here. Now when he's done cutting it, so as you see here, he snapped away his finger with his feet. Right here, he's making sure everything is clean. There's nothing wrong with the tube. So you can see there, he's cleaning the sharp edges. He's trying to make sure there's nothing going wrong with it. Here he keeps on open. He puts the first tube in to see and test out how it would look like and how it would function. This worker right here is one of our designers, which is also a really great guy. This guy, yeah, like I said, he's a designer, which also like helped us make this product right here. As you guys can see here, he's measuring how much space each tube will take in. Right, as he does that, I'll be telling you guys the other products that we use. We use matches, which is another invention which we bought off another company, which are really great. We got a cheaper price because we provide them some of the materials. Like I told some of my workers to go out and get some of the materials. As you guys can see here, he's also using another product, the tape, which was also made by another company. As you guys can see there. Now he's opening the tape, making sure it's nice and ready to go. Right now, now after he's done with the tape, what he's gonna do is gonna open the tape after it's ready to go. So as you can see there, he takes it out and puts it, and he has his tape. Sorry about that. He's measuring a sequence, right? This sequence is important because if there's no sequence, your flare can go everywhere. When I mean everywhere, I could literally like just go everywhere. Cause like if you set this thing wrong, which I do not recommend doing by yourself, have like an adult with you, have somebody there to help you. As it won't be that easy. As you guys can see here, my worker is making that sequence. As you guys can see there, it goes one by one by one. What I'm trying to say here at this point is, as you can see there, he has one other things going up first, second one, and then the third one. Now here he puts some tape around it to make sure it's tight and the sequence is ready to go. Right, he's just making sure that the sequence is right. As you guys can see there, now he's gonna put away the other tube. We're gonna open our first match box. This match boxes that we bought could contain 500 matches inside of them. Basically 500 little sticks and like a small portion of Akin on the top of them. Right, so you guys can see here now, he's trying to put the matches around it to make a sequence, which as you guys can see that he tries to make them go one by one by one, like I said. Here we have like a couple of 10 matches that he's using right now, as you guys can see there. Alright, and it would have been like if he does the 10 matches, it would have been a lot of more work and more products to go to waste, because it would have taken a long time to just put every single one around the tube, and plus the measures, because I don't think it was gonna be right if we put it around there. So we told our worker that that might be wrong. As you guys can see here, he's struggling a little, and then we told him that it might be wrong. As you guys can see there, he's trying to show us that it wouldn't work. As we told him, yeah, he changed his mind. Alright, now he's gonna grab the tube, put the 3 tubes, small tubes of gunpowder inside of it. Like I said again, this gunpowder tape matches. We got it from other stores, which are really expensive. All right. So here he's gonna put the 3 tubes inside this large tube of plastic. So as you can see there, he has it inside. Now he's trying to measure what side is he going to cover up. Now here he takes another match. What he tries to do right there, he tries to put them inside so that it could make like a bigger field kinda, but like not really, because he doesn't end up using the whole stick. If you end up using the whole sticks, like as you guys can see here, he tries to cut off the tip of the match to get the akin, but he knows that's the right thing to do, because if he cuts the whole match by itself, what it's gonna make up is making like a really big fire, which is not what we're going for. We're going for some smoke. It's a flare, so you can get helped. As you can see here, now he used another one of his tools. These tools were provided by us, which we also bought from another store, which are all which these are all great inventions. And then what I'm trying to bring at this point is that all these inventions that we bought, we were out of this, we were able to make our own and cheap invention out of it. Like, this is not cool. Right here, he's finishing doing his akin. He put akin in literally the 3 tubes of gunpowder. As you guys can see, they're showing us that there's one match on top. What this match is gonna do is basically start the sequence that this thing is gonna go with. Actually, never mind, that's the bottom. So this last match is what is gonna basically trigger everything in that side, just in case anything goes wrong in the bottom. It is gonna trigger it. As you guys can see here now, he uses tape to cover this part up. Now, like I said again, don't try this by yourself. You're gonna need a lot of help. Alright, now after he does that, he's gonna make sure everything's tight and safely around it. As you guys can see there, everything is safe so far. He's making sure everything is extra safe. As you can see there, also nothing goes wrong, because like if you guys don't make it strong enough, what it's gonna eventually do is gonna blow up everywhere. Alright, now here that we have done with the bottom, here we have our 3 gunpowder tubes on front, and now we're gonna be getting some more akin. But here, no, yeah, never mind. We're gonna be getting more of the gunpowder from the 4th tube. What he's gonna do is try to lay it down, and now he's gonna break the tube of gunpowder and making everything, all that gunpowder go inside of it. You can see there, we have our tube in the floor, and let's see, we have the tube in the floor. Sorry about that. All right, here we can see all the sticks from the matches that we already been using, which are, at this point, I might be thinking that we have at least used like 3/4 for this whole project. I'm pretty sure we did 3/4. We use, and 3/4 or 500 would be like around 400 something, 425 at least. So as you see here, he cuts the gunpowder tube and puts it all in. He puts all the gunpowder in to make sure everything's covered up, and to make sure everything like goes off. So just in case, because one tube could trigger easily, because it's what we're going for. One tube goes, and then we gotta make sure the other ones go. So what we're doing right now is putting all the gunpowder around it, so that all the gunpowder set off on fire, and making sure everything triggers. Alright, now he's gonna grab more matches, which I said he was, and now he's gonna fill in the tube, all the things of the tube with matches. He's gonna make this sequence as as we're going to be seeing now. As you can see there, he filled in the tube with matches and Akin. Now, those top matches, what they're gonna do is set off everything. As you guys can see that they're separated from the ones at the bottom. So what that's gonna do is trigger everything. As you guys can see there, he's putting more sticks this time with some of the Akin. So this sticks set off on fire, making sure everything goes on. Because as I said before, you don't want much sticks inside of like in the bottom, so to make sure not everything like blows up or breaks the tape. And as you can see here, he closed up the top to make sure everything is safe. Now this is another important stuff if you guys want to make it safe. As you guys can see here, what he's gonna do is he's gonna break through the thing that comes in the side of the matches. Well, the matchbox. What I'm trying to say is basically what this stuff right here is what triggers the matches by itself. So what this stuff is basically is like a rough material and really like hard and rocky, but not really. It's just like really sharp. And then what it does basically, if you put it next to a match and you like, you know what I mean, it's gonna basically trigger the match on fire. At this point you gotta have extra concentration, you gotta be passive, you gotta wait, you gotta make sure everything's going right. So I can see there my worker is doing his best right now, putting the thing between the matches, because like I said, this goes too fast, it's gonna eventually trigger the matches and making everything go off on his hand. So as you see here, we can closely see at the concentration and how slow he was doing it. Look, exactly. Now what he's gonna do is bend the little top where we made the circles. Alright, now after that, here he's gonna put them together, and this is where our metal wire is gonna come in place. Now this metal wire, we also bought it from another store. Like as I said, this invention has basically come from a lot of inventions together, but we also contribute of getting the materials for the other inventions. That's why we almost got it for free basically. As you guys can see here, he takes the wire, he spins it around, and what he does here, he goes and tries again to put it in the two holes that we made right now. Look, he tries to put them in. There we go. Now he's making sure now he's gonna make sure that the wire is short, because it was way too long for the first time. So as you can see there, he bends it to the back and cuts off a little piece with one of the tools. So as you can see there, he puts in the small piece of wire now, and he spins it around with his tool, making sure that everything is tight and ready to go. So as you see there, he puts it together, and now at this point we're basically done. But like, if you look at this, it's not really that safe. We have matches out, we set up on fire. Well, when we pull the trigger, what it's basically gonna do is set that on fire on your own hands. So we're gonna make sure it's a little bit safe, and so that when you use this, it won't like basically burn your hand. But what I recommend doing for this is putting the device, the product or the invention, you guys can call it whatever you guys want, put it in the floor and rapidly pull the trigger, as one of my workers is gonna show later on. And right here he's making sure everything is tight. As you guys can see there, he puts tape on the tip of the roughly part of what I said in the match. Now he's going to put more tape around the tube, making sure everything is tight and ready to go. As you can see there, he's gonna put tape all over it. Alright, yeah, you can see there, he puts it around it. Alright, now he's just making sure everything is tight. And now we're gonna be having to cover up the top. You might be like, wait, what? The top? Wouldn't that be making it all stick together and wrong? No, because you're gonna eventually have to pull it real hard, making everything go off. Alright, as you guys can see here, we're basically done at this point, just making sure everything is tight. As you guys can see there, our worker is gonna be showing us real soon our product. As you guys can see here, and now we're just making the final touches, making it look nice. So as you see here, this is our final invention, the flare. Here we have everything right now. This is our invention with a clear view. As you guys can see here, it's in a circle form, and it looks just like a grenade, but trust me, it is not a grenade or anything like that that can explode. Here we have the name of my product and my logo, kinda. Here we go, Flare by Franlis Martinez, which is me. As you guys can see here, that's what a flare looks like. And then now we're gonna be going to the part of my workers. As you guys can see now, my workers were providing materials for the matches. Here we have sticks, special sticks that we're taking. They were cutting down some trees. As you can see here, they were making really big scars so we can get the good wood inside of it. So as you see there, he breaks it even more. Now, so as you see that we have like the good wood. Now we have collected a lot of sticks. Now we're gonna get some of that akin for our match company, as you can see there. And then now we're also gonna get some gunpowder, which we're gonna be going to a mine and getting there. As you see here, we're still cutting some more trees down and getting some more of the matches. So as you can see here, we were getting some clean wood. What do you mean some clean wood? Look at that, some clean wood. Thank you, Mother Nature. So as you can see there, we were making everything was clean, moving everything, getting those sticks out. Right now, here are some of the holes that we also had to make around the place to get the akin. So you can see here we have one of my workers. Right here, this is what it will look like if you're a factory kid trying to pay or buy something. Actually, as you can see there, you just make your trade and go away. Alright, here this when I bought the match from the other company, and this is when we also got the wire from the other companies as well. As you guys can see here, we have a big piece of wire that we took. Alright, now this is what it would look like if you were in danger. If you were in danger, somebody's trying to beat you up, kill you eventually. The basic point is that they're going after you. What you're gonna do is try to run away as fast as you can from them. If you're really fast, you can go ahead and go out by yourself and be safe. As you can see here, he's gonna turn on the small flare. This is the small version of it. Here, as you can see someone just coming and sees the flare. What they're gonna do is they know that they need help, and they're gonna try to make the other bad guy go away. Now I'm going to this guy. Right now we can see here as my worker set off the flare on fire. This is our company's flare. We also set small versions of this flare, which is what the other worker did, but we're not gonna be showing that in this video, in this infomercial, as you guys can see here. Alright, now we're gonna closely be hearing in the background that we were already gonna be helped by the government, as you guys can hear there. We have noises of the government going off in the background. So as you can see here, look at our flare. The way it's setting off, it took this flare could last 1 to 2 minutes. So as you can see here, it's burning up on fire. You guys can also see like this special kind of fire that's coming out. This is all thanks to the gunpowder and acting together. As you see here, our flare starting to stop, and we can see all the smoke that's putting out and making sure that everyone can see and it can come and help us. Now as we go on now, the flare is gonna slowly turn out. So as you can see here, it's still burning, giving us a lot of smoke and making sure everything goes off in the right thing. So as you see here, our flare by now is basically done. So as you see here, it's still smoking out a lot of smoke. So as you can see there, it's still going off. And when I mean it's still going off, it's going off by a lot. And we can still hear the police, the government trying to help us in the background. So as you can see there. Well, this is all for today, and thank you for coming. It's $1 to buy.